But understand the call of God, his mindset concerning you, and live your life likewise. Likewise. They say Jesus is this white man's fiction, whatever. Even the white man doesn't understand Jesus. I always say that whenever we finish our race and we die and we find there was no God, no Jesus, no Holy Spirit, we were just, it will be like, wow. But we lived, guys. High five. We lived. Somebody must explain those miracles and those prophetic utterances, but we lived life. What were you doing? Because no doubt the way we've lived our life supersedes the way you've lived yours, even if you were the greatest drunkard of all and everything. If I'm going to be something, I must be among the best of those who are a part of that something. Otherwise, why am I here? And Jesus said you calculate the cost before you enter into something. You remember the story about the other guy who loved smoking and the other one who loved drinking. And they said, all right, you who love drinking, we're going to lock you in some unending hall full of different alcohol, whatever, and you can drink. For a year, we are locking you in there. You're like, oh, fantastic. And they lock you in there. And this one, they lock him in a room full of weed, cigarettes, every type of thing, tobacco related. And a year later, they open the door for this one. And she's still drunk, like, hey, how? The year is finished. And then they open for this one. And he's there shivering. Like, what's wrong? Like, Koshu matches. You understand? He's been here. You didn't calculate the cost. You needed matches and lots of that. Because you need to calculate the cost. No. Imagine now this is the beginning. You have a choice. You are not yet born again and I'm explaining this thing well to you. It's going to cost you your life. You're going to die in the process. You will die daily, I'm telling you. Okay, wait a minute. Tell me how this death operates. You'll want to understand everything, right? Like, okay, what do you mean die daily? What weapon do they use to kill me? And the like. You want to understand the process. That is why many of us, we came at an emotional level. We met in the emotions with God. Like, it's so touching. And the preacher is there, come on, somebody. And the music is playing. Ding, ding, ding. Like, come on, don't be stubborn-hearted. Softly and tenderly, Jesus is calling, and you are coming. Oh, Lord. And then immediately, after you receive Christ, by saying some words, you're like, that's it. And the pastor is done with you. Take them to the other room. Take them. And the ushers are taking you there. And then they start telling you, you taste some mincemeat of the kingdom. Like, here you live by faith. Oh, my God. I thought this life would be touching. No. Faith here. That's when others, when they realize it's faith and they have already committed themselves. Like, yeah, people will talk, I'll go to church for 3 more weeks. And then after 3 weeks, like, no, ish, my job, I'm working on weekends, I've got this new project. And they don't go. They don't go. Finally, they're like. And then when somebody meets you on the street, have you been born again, brother? You say, yes, I received Christ. I'm fine. Amen. and you keep walking. Jesus is so honest. He said to Peter, follow me. I will make you a fisher of men. Peter could decide, I don't want to fish men. I mean, I like fish. Men. So now we are in. We are in. What are we going to do now that we're in? We're already inside. What are we going to do? Were you outside the kingdom, would you live an average life? Why do you want to average here? I know if I was outside the kingdom, there's no way I'd be average. Should be married to about 11 wives by now or something. It's how many years of marriage? My goodness. I'm telling you, I'd be a father to I don't know how many soccer teams right now. Like, yeah, goodness. Triplets, quadruplets. Oh, thank God. Twins. And because I love jokes, maybe I'd be at some Comedy Central, what you call. I mean, yeah. Huh? But the problem is, I'm so used to living by purpose. I don't know how I would survive. It doesn't register how I would make it out there. And if some of us were to quit right now, imagine the torture the devil will do to us for all these years of damage we've caused his kingdom. I think he would kill me slowly. Very slowly. Brothers and sisters, we as Leader 24, we discourage mediocrity in the kingdom. In fact, we lambast it. We discourage it completely. Being average in the kingdom is a no-go area. If we are going to do anything, let us be great and excellent at it. That's it. No matter what it is, let us be excellent in it. Whatever you do. Is it Colossians 3:23? Just check if it's that scripture. He said, whatsoever you do it heartily as to the Lord, as though you are doing it to the Lord. It's the one. I haven't read the scripture in how many years? My goodness. Like physically. With a Bible before me or a tab or whatever. But you do it heartily. But then don't lose sight of who you are. That is, in the natural, when they ask you the ID number, you just flow. But spiritual, yes, I'm blessed, but God, you know, last week what? And there are many people in the church who put obstacles before us and think we won't see their obstacles. They're hoping we stumble. Some of them, they mean well, but they don't understand what they're doing. I used to feel bad about useless stuff. Like your birth date in the spirit, the day you were born again. On the 18th of February, I got born again. And I don't know the date. And people are celebrating. They went further. They were buying cake. The man has birthdays 2 times a year, the spiritual and the natural one. And you don't know. And I can't fabricate a date. Imagine if I was dishonest, like other Christians love dishonesty. You're like, yeah, it must have been the 15th. I remember well, it was raining and whatever. And you are lying. And every 15th of March, you are celebrating garbage. Because all of us were born again the day Jesus rose from the dead, according to the scriptures. Your date is Cana. And when God explained this to me some years ago, oh, what a relief. I preached it with all the hammers I've got. I was blasting them like crazy. Yeah, let's celebrate the birthday. I was just crashing. I remember it was around that time one of the pastors at that boarding school called me aside and said, you preach like Peter the apostle. And what do you mean? Peter, whenever he would preach, he left people broken-hearted. And they opened the book of Acts when he was speaking about Jesus, and the Bible said they were pricked to the heart. Yeah, that was an isolated incident. And they had to be pricked to the heart because they killed Jesus. But Peter was not a heartbreaker. He was teaching them principles. Beloved, add to your faith this. Do this, and entrance will be there for you.